were remarkable from the first kick to the final gun. They were
They had their foot on, they had the foot on the throat.
Totally.
Arizona Cardinals for the entire game.
and that's where you saw, and by the way, their defense scored points too. And I do think you can name 5 members of the Carolina Panthers.
Well, okay, maybe, but
Okay, because Luke Kuechly is a great lineman. They are a multi-dimensional football team, and they play a fun style that allows the quarterback to run, the quarterback to throw. Jonathan Stewart's a really good running back, does a lot of things well. I talked about it 2 weeks ago. I think Ted Ginn is one of those guys. He's one of those guys. Is a measure of this team. If he gets off to a good start, a couple of touchdowns early, but if he catches the ball, but he's been doing that for the last half of the season.
Yeah, he has.
And he can run like the wind. That this team is almost unstoppable. And so the conversation is, are they one of the great teams of all time? You know what? In a single season, in a single moment, losing just one game, maybe they are. Maybe because, they had the number, they're in the top 5 defenses in the league too. It's not as if it's all over.
Yeah,
It's
but
number 5
that
defense.
doesn't make them, what did the Chicago Bears in '86? What did they have? Maybe they were the Bears. Yeah, but that's not, one win. I don't consider that Bears team to be one of the best teams of all time.
A lot of people do.
I do agree with Jeff. I think we may be able to look back 2 or 3 years from now and say, this year's team, if this ends up being the team with the best record, and Carolina turns out to be a great team and wins another Super Bowl or 2,
Then I think you can
then we go back and say, well, that year in 2016, this team was real good.
They're gonna have over 20 players. Right, the team that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick won the Super Bowl with the first time is not the team that they won with last
Yeah,
year.
but I think I don't think so.
Like, I think you can, in some ways, it's only fair to evaluate unless on a given.
Well, the one thing that's certain is the greatness of it differs from person to person.
Yeah, it does.
And always will.
Right.
So, let's do the problem.
Bob really wants to get.
Well, no, or do we pick the game now, or is it at the end of the show? It's up to you.
I really don't care who you like.
Okay.
But go ahead, who do you
No,
like? Let's do the who do you like, Tom Shannon, you go first.
I think Carolina wins. I think Carolina covers. I think they're over. It's an over. I think they do everything that they need to do. Every Carolina, every which way.
What's the total, please? Do you know what the latest total is?
5.5.
No.
No, what's the over under?
44.5?
They may score 44 and a half themselves. Even though Denver is
Score
breaking.
44 and a half, because I don't know how you get a half and one, but
If they win 34-9, it's an under.
Thank you, Michael. Between you two guys, it's Mr. 44 and a half, and
if they win 34 or 34 to 10, it's still an under two. You didn't have to go 9.
I just wanted to be sure.
If 9 go great.
that's why you had trouble doing your
All right,
expenses
so,
today.
I do a lot of gambling.
The big football fan over here wants
I want everything Carolina.
Carolina and over.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think, absolutely. I think they cover easily.
I think they win, they cover, but it's under.
Win, cover,
So
and
34-9.
Still a blowout, right?
I didn't say it was going to be a blowout, but
traditionally the next line out of my mouth is
you're all wrong.
the correct answer
is.
but I don't have one. I all I will tell you is what I've said for the last almost 2 weeks, and that is, if it's low scoring, Denver can win. If it's high scoring, Denver can't win. And that's all you need to know. Whoever you like, it's not going to be Denver and over.
Because Denver wins close scoring games. They have a great, no, you're right, absolutely. If it's low scoring going in the fourth quarter, then it's.
All right, here are some prop bets. We initiated this about, 30 years ago. So every year, my late friend, Sonny Rise, was the sportsbook director at Castaways Racing Sportsbook in Las Vegas. He was one of the original sportsbook operators in America. And many years ago, in the, I want to say late 70s, early 80s, he decided to put up some goofy prop bets. And it started with about a dozen of them, and then it grew to like 60 or something. And now every sports book has them. These are actual wagers you can make that are some are based on action in the game, some are based on things around the game. But the propositions are basically you take side A or side B. We have a couple of the more interesting ones. I think this is the most interesting year I've ever seen.
You're just off on NFL and
Well,
the
I
Super Bowl.
just don't think, like usually
Nothing compelling, yeah.
there's one or two in there that I go, oh, that's it. Okay, over or under 2 minutes and 20 seconds. How long will it take Lady Gaga to sing the U.S. national anthem?
Always have to take the over.
Always the over, because the Americans like to stretch that sucker out.
I'm going to take the under because you know he's going to be lip sync, and they've already recorded it, and
So somebody knows.
CBS knows the answer.
She's gonna, she'll be wearing something outrageous. It'll take her 2 minutes.
I'll take the over on.
Take her.
The problem I have with this is I've never timed the anthem. I don't know whether 220 is short or is fast or slow.
An anthem
Seems like a long
An
time.
anthem like at a regular season hockey game night.
Here's what I can tell you. You'll know the answer in the first 5 seconds.
Now she'll milk this sucker.
But is it from the start of music or her
That's a good
word?
word. That's an excellent point. I don't like this bet.
I'm taking the under anyway.
See, I told you that. How many times will the Golden Gate Bridge be shown during the broadcast?
So
Over or under 0.5? Over. You say it will. So in other words, will it or won't it?
Oh God, it'll be shown 1,000 times.
That's over.
That's over.
You're going over?
of course.
I'm going. Even though the game really is.
That's an interesting point. Game is in San Jose.
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. How is that?
The opening shot will include it,
And the closing.
and the closing shot will include it. At some point, somebody will come back from a commercial with a flashing light.
And by the way,
So here's the other thing. When is the
Twice, that's over.
what time is the broadcast? Are we talking about the game? Or are we talking about the pre-game? The broadcast starts like
I would suggest
in about
I
5
would
minutes.
suggest this is during the game.
Okay, during the game?
6:20 kickoff, 6:20 Eastern.
I'm going under.
Oh,
During the game, won't show it.
I'm phoning the house.
I won't answer because you turn me down on that invitation.
I'm nurturing the community.
Number 3. Oh, are you? I'm interested.
Hydro.